Good evening. I'm Sophia Arena, Texpatriate staff writer, and this is our Week in Review. The biggest news this week has been a last-minute piece together by Congress to avert a sovereign default on the United States debt. The deal, which was assembled by the leaders of both political parties in the Senate, reopens the government following an October 1st shutdown and extends the nation's borrowing limit until early next year. Both Texas Senators John Cornyn and Ted Cruz voted against the deal, as did all 24 Republican congresspeople from Texas. Senator Cruz, largely seen as the ringleader most responsible for the strategy connecting Obamacare repeal with the debt ceiling, has been almost universally panned in recent days. The Houston Chronicle, which did endorse Cruz in 2012, regretted support of the senator in a harshly critical editorial. In statewide news, a pair of polls were released dealing with Texans' views on some important issues, namely the water funding amendment and marijuana legalization. On the first issue, the proposed Constitution Amendment, colloquially known as Proposition 6, voters were supported with 55% of those surveyed noting their support and only 20% unequivocally opposed. The amendment will withdraw about $2 billion from the state's rainy day fund to pay for water conservation and infrastructure projects in many parts of the drought-stricken state. In the other poll, a whole 58% of Texans surveyed indicated they supported the full legalization of marijuana, including nearly half of self-identified Texas Republicans. Additionally, controversy was seen in the Republican primary for lieutenant governor, where all four candidates came out in favor of repealing the 17th Amendment to the Constitution. The amendment, of course, is the one that allows the people, and not state legislatures, to directly vote on and choose their U.S. senators. The bizarre position has actually been on the books for over a year as the official dogma of the Texas Republican Party's platform. There were also shakeups in statewide office. The position of Agriculture Commissioner saw entrances and exits from amongst its major contenders of the Republican Party. Brandon Creighton, a state representative from Magnolia, officially withdrew his candidacy. Creighton will instead run for Senate seat recently vacated by Tommy Williams. Entering the race will be a pair of former state representatives Sid Miller and Tommy Merritt, respectively, will be vying for the position. Each holds the distinction of being somewhat moderate and pragmatic Republicans who were defeated in the primary by Tea Party-backed, more conservative challengers. The controller's race also heated up this week as the incumbent comptroller Susan Combs endorsed State Senator Glenn Hegar, one of the candidates. Mike Collier, the Democrat in the race, was quick to release a new ad attacking Combs for presiding over the office ineffectively and accusing Hegar of being complicit in the failure. In city news, controversy erupted on Wednesday as City Council member Helena Brown continued her one-person crusade against government taxes, fighting to lower the city's property tax rate. Her effort ultimately failed, with every other city council member, including the council's 5 other Republicans, voted against the proposal. However, strangely enough, mayoral candidate Ben Hall concurred to Brown's proposal in a recent press release. Mayor Parker was also in the news this week for launching her new Complete Streets program. The program, which will be heavily applied to Midtown and Montrose streets in its first phase, expands bike lanes and sidewalks to accommodate non-automobile traffic. Lastly, Texpatriate examined the commercials of 3 city council candidates, Michael Kabosh, Ron Hale, and Dwight Boykins. The ads, which were typically low-budget 30-second profiles, highlighted important publicity and visibility for the candidates. Texpatriate also published 2 opinion pieces this week. First, writing in a Massachusetts newspaper, Noah M. Horwitz deplored that what he called multiculturalism that took place at the expense of an American melting pot society. Additionally, an editorial was penned opposing the idea of a state income tax. Texpatriate also finished its endorsement series. The editorial board selected David Robinson in at-large position 2, Ronald Green for controller, and Anise Parker for mayor. This upcoming week, Texpatriate is looking forward to attending the Johnson Richards Rayburn dinner and event for the Harris County Democrats. This is Texpatriate's Week in Review.